There we go. So we got Donkey Kong, Doberman, Alchema, Lafisi, and Dion. Stacked lineup for Allegiance. And then for Arena Quesito, we have Bori, or Boni, Perico, Lion, Cantaro, and Borgia. Alright, admin's reading off the rules. Alright, here we go. There we go, guys. Alright, so first match is going to be Donkey Kong versus Boni. Let's go. Donkey Kong will be throwing the request up. Donkey Kong is French player, CRL for Team Allegiance. We got 2 CRL players in the lineup for Team Allegiance today, Donkey Kong and Doberman. Loupanji is the 3rd member of the Team Allegiance CRL team. He's not playing this first set. At least. He might not be here today, but we'll see. He might come out in the 2nd or 3rd set. If it goes to the 3rd. We'll have a 2nd set for sure. There we go. Request up for Donkey Kong. What's up, esports? Chad, how's it going? Alright, waiting for Boni to accept the request. Here we go. Game number 1 underway. I'll lower my earphone sound a little bit. Headphone, earphone. Alright. Royal Ghost down in the back for Donkey Kong. Mega Minion cycle for Boni. Donkey Kong is to be considered one of the best Three Musketeer players. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see 3 Musketeers come down. He does have Zappies. Zappies have been extremely popular in a graveyard deck. Got the Battle Ram coming down. Ewiz is going to stun up the Battle Ram. Zappies are going to take their focus onto the X-Ball. Mega Man is going to come down to shoot these Zappies down one at a time. Barbarians get taken care of by the Electro Wizard. Inferno Dragon down for Donkey Kong. How to play the Inferno Dragon to cycle back to a Royal Ghost to defend against this push. Guards are going to come down. Guards are a great counter to the Royal Ghost because they can surround them. And a Goblin Hut down from Boni. So Boni's running a graveyard. And Donkey Kong is running a bridge spam. His last card is either Dark Prince or Bandit. Graveyard coming in for Boni. It's a Lumberjack. Lumberjack has been a little bit popular in this variation because the Royal Ghost kind of takes care of the splash damage that the Dark Prince serves. Royal Ghost goes invisible, Mega Minion takes care of that Lumberjack. Royal Ghost was raged up a little bit. Still not fast enough to take down the guards. Boni did get a decent amount of damage on that graveyard push. Here comes a nice golem graveyard push on the right-hand side. Boni getting the elixir for the poison. Donkey Kong going all in the left-hand side. Looks like he's going for a tower trade. He's going to let that right-hand tower go. Log's going to come down, reset the charge of the Battle Ram. Defensive poison down for Boni. But the Battle Ram's going to be able to connect to the tower, and Lumberjack is doing tons of damage. And a tower trade comes down in the matchup with 30 seconds left. Donkey Kong forced to fireball on defense against the graveyard. Both players got a decent amount of damage onto the King Tower. With the Goblin Hut going to the opposite lane, this is the cue for Donkey Kong to punish the right-hand side. Ewiz is going to get played in the back. Bro Ghost coming in as well. Donkey Kong trying to keep up as much pressure as possible. Lumberjack's going to roll in. Gonna get distracted by the Ice Golem. Ewiz just shutting down this Battle Ram. But a Fireball Zap will take care of the Electro Wizard. Lumberjack's going straight for the tower. Second Ewiz is going to come down. Mega Minion is doing work on the defensive end. Only one Zappy is targeting onto the Mega Minion. Defensive Zappy cycle in the back row goes to defend against this Graveyard Ice Golem. Gets taken out by the Lumberjack. Lumberjack distracting this Mega Minion. Mega Minion only gets one shot onto that Lumberjack. This Ewiz doing some work to the tower. 192 every time it gets 2 bolts onto the King Tower. Guards the log, takes care of that Battle Ram. Defensive poison right at the bridge. Lumberjack's gonna get played right into the poison. He was down on the defensive front. Great fireball value. Bro Ghost is gonna connect to the tower for 2 shots with the Rage. Graveyard going straight for the King Tower. Guards come down to distract the Inferno Dragon. Zappy's attack really slow onto this Graveyard. 985. Only got a decent 600 damage onto that King Tower with the Graveyard push. Donkey Kong building up Elixir. Battle Ram at the bridge. Block comes down. We might see an Ewiz onto this Battle Ram. Ewiz Mega Minion locks onto the Battle Ram. And Inferno Dragon. Fireball right at the front. Doesn't quite get the Mega Minion though. Zappy's down to defend against the Mega Minion. Here comes another Graveyard Ice Golem to tank in the middle. Lumberjack down in the back. Rogos as well. Skeletons are connecting for a little bit of damage on the right-hand side and the top left. 300 damage. That is exactly enough for a log poison. But does Boney know that? No, Boney's going to log the opposite side. 84 exactly would have been it. Battle Ram's going to charge the tower and it goes down. If Boney knew poison log does exactly 300 damage, he could have won that game. But instead he opts to log on defense and Donkey Kong's going to pull out the victory. Great pressure by Donkey Kong. What's up, Ari? How you doing? I gotta admit, as someone who's done professional casting for Clash Royale, it's much easier to have 2 commentators in it's much easier to have 2 commentators than commentate by yourself. I can tell you that from experience. Three Musketeers down from Doberman. Hog Rider coming in. Doberman running 3 Musk. Hog. Skeletons came down onto the Musketeers on the right. That one Muskie is doing a lot of damage. Log ended up taking down the Girl Rascals. Bear Goblins floating down the left-hand lane, getting some decent chip damage. 50 Persevere. Pump in the middle. Mega Minion Graveyard push on the left-hand side. Rascals down to defend. Freaking might throw the poison. No, he's going to opt to poison the pump, but he does end up getting one of the Girl Rascals. And catches the second one. Oh, no. Didn't quite. Only one tick got onto the second Girl Rascal. He's still alive with 1 HP. With the poison out of hand, Doberman has the green light. Cycle these Muskies. Log onto the Girl Rascals. Musketeer is going to lock onto the thick boy Rascal. The Musketeers on the left doing a decent amount of damage even with the log. Muskie takes about half the health off of that Goblin Hut. And an aggressive push on the right-hand side with the log out of cycle. Rascals come down to defend, but the log is now back in cycle. Log going down onto the Girl Rascals. Hog Rider's going to go straight for the hut, finish that off. And a huge counter push on the right-hand side for Perico. He's not going to graveyard it. He wants to save graveyard for that left-hand side. Doberman leaking a little bit of elixir. Plays all 3 musketeers on one lane. And the log is going to clean those out. A 6-for-9 trade. But now the pump is down. And an aggressive push from Perico. Now the graveyard comes out. He was waiting to get enough elixir to drop the poison onto the girl rascals as well. Ice Spirit's going to be able to jump onto the skeletons, help the boy rascal clean them out a little bit. Skeletons get a little bit of chip damage, but a second pump down now for Doberman. Doberman baits out the poison with the 3 musketeers. Now he has 2 pumps in the arena after baiting out the poison again with the rascals on the graveyard. Wow. Hog Rider coming through. Gets a log back. Hog's gonna go straight for the tower. 2 musketeers chipping away at the boy rascal. Hog gets 2 shots on that right hand side. Log comes down, gets infinite value. Dude, Doberman was leaking a little bit of elixir there. Poison right up front to take care of these musketeers. Log, ooh, almost missed that second one. Does clip the pump on the back end as well. Hog Rider gets 1 shot, 2 shots on tower. Musketeers trying to take down this Goblin Hunt as fast as possible. Doberman getting ready to cycle through musketeers once again. He cycles rascals in the middle though. Another Goblin Hunt coming down for Perico. Doberman dropping for musketeers right now. Right up at the bridge. Poison on the left hand side. Hog Rider coming through on the right. Log's gonna come down and take care of these girl rascals. 2 musketeers locked onto the hut. The Hog's gonna get 1 shot onto the hut. Big boy rascal takes down the Hog. Mega Mini gets a shot onto the muskie. Doberman has no big spell, so he has to get a connection. Again, cycle through musketeers. Hog Rider coming through on the right hand side. It's going to go straight for the hut. Mega Minion down. Log onto the left hand side and take care of the girl rascals. Hog Rider's going to... No, it doesn't connect for 1 shot. The skeletons came down just in time to finish that off. Muskie getting some chip damage on the left hand side. Rico hasn't been able to graveyard, but he has the opportunity to right now. Goblin getting down at the bridge, rascals to defend. Log's gonna roll through. Log's not gonna roll back far enough though to take care of the girl rascals, so the girl rascals will be able to defend against this graveyard. Only taking about 100 damage on that graveyard push. And 3 musketeers will now cycle at the bridge. Great poison value from Perico, but the right side is the side he has to worry about. Musketeers gonna start to lock onto the hut. Ice Spirit's gonna jump onto the Mega Minion. Skeletons are gonna roll through, but the Log's gonna come down and chip away these skeletons. Hog's gonna connect for 1 shot. 2 more logs will end the game. Wait, no? No. 3 logs. So a rascal push on the left. Log's gonna come down on the left hand side. Take down 2 of the stab goblins. But it's 3 logs, so Doberman has to go in with the Hog Rider. 30 seconds remain. That right hand side is really low too at 324. Doberman has to cycle with the musketeers right now in order to apply pressure. Ice Golem. Gonna poison the left hand side. This is the cue for Doberman to go. 1 more cycle and Doberman has a Hog. Back in hand. Log's gonna come down. Ice Spirit on the left hand side. Here comes a Hog on the left though. Not with the 1 musketeer. Hog isn't gonna be able to connect to the tower with the defensive Goblin Hut, and that is gonna go to a draw. Oh man. So draw coming down. It will be a rematch. The players can switch their decks, but if they go to a draw again, lowest single tower health will lose the game. What's up, Swiss? How you doing? So this is a matchup. It was Hut Graveyard Rascals up against Hog 3 Musk Rascals. What's up, New? How you doing? No, I did not drink this whole thing. There was just about a glass worth left, and I wasn't going to dirty a glass, so I just took the jug. Alright, here we go. Doberman versus Perico. Game number 2. What? like, why dirty a glass when you can just drink straight from the jug? You know what I'm saying? I look at your profile. At the match, you can send me like your player tag and I can pull it up. Or you can go to Royale API. And send the link to your profile. Fireball down. With the log already out to cycle. So we got Lava Loon with log going against bait. What a deck prediction from Doberman. But the Dark Prince is going to get a decent amount of damage. Bandit's going to dash onto the Boy Rascal. Mega Mini might be able to get a couple shots on the right-hand side here. I'll check it at the half. Or in the break. Look at those Lava Pups. Pushing out tons of damage. So the Lava Hound took the tower about half. I feel like this is why the Lava Hound needs a buff. Because... like, look at it this way. If you leave a Golem alone, it's going to take the tower and do some damage to the King Tower. If you leave a Lava Hound alone, it's going to take, like, 3/4 of the tower. You know what I'm saying? But, like, at the same time, Lava Hound with Balloon doesn't need a buff. So it's, like, really weird. Like, it just doesn't... it doesn't math. And it's going to get a dash shot on the right-hand side. Mega Mini down for the Princess. The second Princess comes down. Doberman drops the balloon. He's going for the all-in push here. Rascals on the left-hand side. Girl Rascals are far enough back so that it can't get logged. But the Princess can actually get logged. But I think Doberman's going to save the log for defense against the Dark Prince and Gobble Gang. Which Perico might be playing right now. Tombstone's going to drag the Dark Prince off to the side. Log's going to come down for the barrel. Balloon did get a connection shot onto the King Tower. Here comes a Bandit on the right-hand side. Dark Prince is taken down. Lava Hound down to aggro the Princess just in time. And the Girl Rascals. Defensive Rascals. Bandit does get a dash shot onto the tower. Log doesn't come in and take care of the Girl Rascals. This Lava Hound is getting shredded by the two Girl Rascals and the two Princesses. The Prince Eye. However you guys want to pluralize the Princess. Boy Rascal. Balloon coming in. Spirit Goblins down to defend. Girl Rascal's in as well. Balloon doesn't get a connection onto the tower, but the death damage will take care of the Girl Rascal. No, it doesn't. They walk out of range just in time. Here comes a Bandit on the right-hand side. They're going to dash to the Boy Rascal. No log on defense. So the Goblins will connect for a little bit of damage there. Princess is just slowly chipping away at the left-hand side. Doberman leaking a little bit of elixir. Plays the Lava Hound all the way in the back. Tombstone right in the middle. It's going to get aggroed by the Dark Prince instead of going straight for the Princess, which is exactly what Doberman wanted it to do. Log down in the back. Poison's going to come down for the minions. Rascal's getting split. Might see a Balloon straight in the middle. No, he's going to go straight in the back. Dark Prince is going to get aggroed by the Girl Rascal. Bandit might get a dash shot in here. No, it's going to go straight for the Tombstone, the log. Great Tombstone placement, and the Balloon's going to be able to connect to the tower. That Tombstone placement was genius. Wow. That was great Tombstone placement from Doberman. Holy. He knew if he played the Tombstone next to the King Tower, it was going to get logged. And the Bandit would have went straight for the King Tower and he probably would have lost. If he played it next to the Bandit, it would have got logged because the log was played right there. If he played it in the corner, I don't think it would have aggroed in time because the Skeleton would have taken too long to pop out because of the position that Rico put his Bandit in. It would have went straight for the King Tower. So Doberman with the heads up plays puts the Tombstone next to his other Crown Tower, which is in range of the Bandit with the log coming down on the right hand side, and the Bandit goes for the Tombstone, and Doberman just destroys the right hand tower with the Lava Loon push. Heads up plays. Heads up plays. Mega Minions. Exchange at the river. He was, I believe, takes down Flying Machine. Yeah. Dark Prince splashes on 2 of the guards. Then gets a splash onto the 3rd. Here's a giant. Might be giant triple spell from Lion. Giant double Prince triple spell. And looks like Alchema running Lava Miner or Lava Loon. He has Mega Minion and Flying Machine though. Poison gets value onto the Tombstone and the Mega Minion. Guards are going to distract the Prince. Giant's going to get 1 shot on tower. Log was necessary to make sure the Prince doesn't get any damage. In which time, if Alchema wins this match, it'll be a break. If he doesn't, we'll have at least 1 more game. Yeah, so here's a Lava Hound. It might just be Lava Miner. Or Lava Loon. In Lava Loon, you don't really see Flying Machine and Mega Minion, though. There it is. You whiz down. The balloon will definitely connect for one shot. Might even get a second one. Poison down. There's the second connection from the balloon. Balloon death damage. Does about half the damage to the E-Wiz. Fireball comes down a little too late. This is a tower right here. No, the guards come down to the... Wow. Alchema did defend that fairly well. I thought that was going to be a tower. Mega Minion. 2 shots at Flying Machine. Flying Machine's actually going to lock onto the Mega Minion. Log to reset the Prince. Tombstone down. Fireball to defend. Log's going to roll through. Going to take care of the guards. Zap's going to roll in. Dark Prince is going to get a charge shot. We're going to overtime. The triple spell coming into strong effect right there. Poisons out the Flying Machine. Logs the Tombstone and the guards, and then zaps away the guards so the Dark Prince is able to connect to the tower. Giant double Prince push coming through on the left-hand side. Poison right onto the Tombstone. We might see a log come through. Nope, doesn't need to. Here comes the defensive log. Princes get distracted by the Tombstone, but they have enough health to charge. Fireball comes down defensively. The Prince is going to get the connection shot on the left-hand side. He was Mega Minion defending against that Lava Balloon push. Here comes another Giant. And this is where Lion can just start overwhelming. Defensive guards coming down. Log's going to roll out. Ewis gets a connection. This Giant's at half health. Dark Prince charges to the Tombstone. Zap's going to roll through, but that Giant is just too healthy, and that's going to be GG. Lion keeps the hopes of Arena Quesito alive. Set 1. Lafisi requesting for Cantero. So, potential double graveyard matchup here. Poison down onto the hut. I'm wondering what the 1-card difference is. Well, Lafici actually has skeletons. Cantaro has guards. Now the question is, do they both have Ewiz? Does one have Ewiz? Does one have Musk? Do they both have Musketeer? We know one of the last cards is Graveyard. Rascals from Lafici. So the Skeletons version has Rascals. The Guards version has either Musketeer or Electro Wizard. Here comes Graveyard, push on the right-hand side, Log's gonna come down for the Girl Rascals. There's a Musketeer from Cantaro. Guards are gonna come down to defend with the Musketeer, dragging out the Poison in front. So the Guards are able to have a decent defense against a Graveyard. Goblin Hut in the back. Double Huts coming down for Lafici now. Poison all the way in the back. Very interesting. Can Lafici go with the log here? Mega Minion Graveyard on the left-hand side. Cantaro does have the poison for the Rascals. Mega Minion gets 2 shots. Skeletons get a little bit of damage. But now there's 2 huts on the right-hand side. And the pressure is keeping up. Poison chipping away. Cantaro can hut now because Lafici doesn't have the poison, but an Ice Golem Graveyard push on the right hand side. Guards are gonna come down to defend. There's the log. Defensive poison coming down, but it might be too little too late. Skeletons are taking a little bit of damage off that tower. One more poison will do it. And Lafici is gonna clutch for Team Allegiance 3-1. GG's. GG's. So we're waiting for a ban from Arena Quesito. Alright, so just waiting for the ban. Alright, I can check your profile. Rascals are banned. Still loading. Mm-mm. Still waiting. Oh no, I'm 22. Is your name Ty Vol? Slovakia Ty Vol. Ooh, Clash Royale tweeted out City Nights or Clash Nights Season 2 City Champions are here. What cities are participating? Find out. Let's find out. Mm-mm. Why is it not showing up on my timeline? That's weird. Okay, what seasons are participating for Clash Nights City Champions? Orange County, Silicon Valley, London, Helsinki, Toronto, Los Angeles, and San Francisco coming soon. Nice. Oh man. Oh man. So the city championships are actually really cool. I kind of wish they had them out where I live. Cause I mean, like, oh, here we have myself, we have Sir Tag, we have Clash with Ash, we got Hazard. Like, we got a lot of people out on the East Coast. So I asked if your name was Slovakia Ty Vol. Make sure it's the right profile. Alright, here we go. Loupanji versus Borgia. For set 2. Aggressive Goblin Gang right up. I heard East Coast. We're talking about Clash Nights. I kind of wish they had them in like Providence or Boston, out where I live, because like out here we have myself, Clash with Ash, Sir Tag, and Hazard. Like that's a pretty solid group if you ask me. No, I'm not going to the EU Combine. I have some things kind of up in the air right now. Fly down to Toronto the morning of June 15th. The first one is June 14th. Oh. Yeah, you should try to fly down a little bit earlier. Because that's for the combine, right? Big host? What? That's 17, now it's 170. We're getting the auto host from our Team Liquid teammates. And you know, those pro players. Our Team Liquid pro players carry the views. Yeah. I get carried by my teammates, you know. Miner down in the back. Oh, look at the zappies on the left-hand side. P.E.K.K.A. full health going straight for the King Tower. Hunter put down a little too far back. Oh, Log knocks the P.E.K.K.A. back. Ooh. Well played. Miner. Defensive poison. Offensive poison. That's gonna be GG. Loupanji with the P.E.K.K.A. bridge spam. You know what the prize for Clash Nights is? Last season it was an iPhone X. I'm not sure. I don't think they said it. They said in the blog post they just released, it was 14,000 gems or something like that. Okay, this is pretty sick. G2 Esports just tweeted out the EU LCS finals are in Madrid, and they're designing a stadium like grass, like the League of Legends field, which is pretty sick. That's pretty dope. But yeah, I think it said something like the qualifying nights are like the first place prize is like 14,000 gems or something. Something like that. I don't think they said the grand prize for the finals though. At least from what I saw. Goblin Barrel down in the back. Ghost predicts it. Donkey Kong might be running a variant of bridge spam. P.E.K.K.A. Or is P.E.K.K.A. minor control? Actually. Goes onto the tower. Zappies for the P.E.K.K.A. Power was focused onto the P.E.K.K.A, so the Rogos is still getting a ton of chip damage. Tons of chip damage. Goblin Barrel down on the left-hand side gets logged away. Rogos versus Rogos. Prince destroys the Rogos. Unless it gets a charge shot onto the Goblin. Oh, that was clutch. Clutch defensive Spear Goblin for that Rogos. Allows the Prince to get taken down a little bit easier. Miner goes in straight for the Princess. That was a clutch spear goblin. It absorbed the Prince charge shot, so the Royal Ghost is able to stay alive a little bit longer. Royal Ghost gets taken down. Log for the barrel. This matchup looks to be very much in favor of Donkey Kong. Poison down onto the left-hand side. Zappies and Princess get taken down. Again, oh, almost again. That Spear Goblin almost took the charge shot from the Prince. Rogo Flying Machine, defended on the left-hand side. When his last card is Poison. I believe. Unless he switched it out for Rocket. But he could have been poisoning the huts pretty much the entire time. Goblin Gang down to defend against the Miner. Poison takes care of the gang. Royal Ghost about to get destroyed by this Prince. Zappy's cycling through. There's the poison, finally. P.E.K.K.A. Getting distracted by this Goblin Gang. Miner's gonna go straight for the back of the tower. Flying Machine locks on the left-hand side. Miner gets logged back. Doesn't quite get logged back far enough to activate the King Tower. Flying Machine down to defend. Zappy's on the right-hand side. Prince takes down one of the Zappies. Log for the barrel. Miner goes in. Back left-hand side. Predicted by the gang. Poison down. Poison Log will finish that right-hand tower now. Actually, one more poison. Misses one of the goblins. That's okay. Donkey Kong just needs one poison. Miner, poison, GG's. Well played, Donkey Kong. Alright, so Doberman up for Team Allegiance. So far, Team Allegiance CRL players in today's RPL match are 4-0. Donkey Kong and Doberman won their matches in set 1. And now Loupanji and Donkey Kong have won their matches in set 2. So if they can expect this level of play in the CRL, then Team Allegiance is going to be a force to be reckoned with. He says 1 second. You got 60 of them. Trying to construct a counter deck. Oh, got connection issues. There we go. Match is underway. Match is, I think, underway. Might be that spectator bug. Nope, just a bug match. We'll just open this chest real quick now. bug. There we go. All right. I think Lion's having some connection issues right now. I haven't looked at it yet, Swiss. In the middle of casting, man. Can he... Where's he from? Argentina? I don't even know, man. Bum, 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 bum. Doberman's like, bring someone else. I want to play. Waiting for the match. Because in the rules, you're technically not allowed to make a sub mid-set. But I remember, is it bugged again? I don't know what I think it's like the connection between the server and the client. There we go. Okay. Weird. I think it's got to be like, since he was having connection issues, I think it's something between like the server and the client side that just like it doesn't communicate correctly. I don't know. Some weird stuff. That's above my pay grade. Poison down from Doberman. This hut's gonna go down. Rogos gets 2 shots on it. Beergoblin gets a shot onto the Crown Tower. Miner getting some really good chip damage. And GG's. He finally gets connection and plays the band card. After all that, dude, are you really gonna sit here? Oh no, I was like, are you really gonna sit here and? So sad. GG's. Team Allegiance.